What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Leo coming to you guys with yet another video. Coming to you guys today with my AEW All In predictions. AEW All In is this Sunday, and I want to give you guys my predictions on the card as of right now, and give you guys my predictions and my thoughts and opinions on some of these matches and where I think a lot of these matches are going to end up. So I'm not going to try to make this a long video like they usually are, but it's AEW, so there's a lot of matches. But we're going to get into it. The first match is the Casino Gauntlet match. Now, the winner of this match does get an AEW world title opportunity at some point, and we don't really know a lot of the participants. We only know about only one participant, and that's Orange Cassidy. Now, on the surface, you would think just because he's the only one that's, qualified and earned his way into this match, you would automatically think Orange Cassidy would win. But in my personal opinion, I don't think that's going to happen. And we know with the Casino Gauntlet match they've been doing for a while now, they use it as a way to introduce new wrestlers, people from other companies, and stuff like that. So you have somebody like a Bobby Lashley that could make his debut in AEW and, be able to shift things up. Because I think he would be a great addition if they do decide to book him right and everything is in place for him. So you would think he would be a great addition as being this monster force in this match. And when you look at the current landscape and where the world title match is with between um, um, Swerve and Danielson, you would think somebody like him would benefit by being a monster in that match and then going on to face. But he is not. Bobby Lashley is a person that I think could probably be introduced in this match, but he's not my prediction to win. My prediction to win is a wrestler coming in, and I do believe that it's going to be Ricochet. I think Ricochet will win this match and he will go on to compete for the AEW World Championship. Because if you look at the matches that he can have with Danielson or Swerve, they would knock it out of the park, in my personal opinion. So my prediction for the Casino Gauntlet match winner will be the debuting Ricochet. On to the next match. For in a ladder match, a triple threat for the AEW Trios Championship, we have the Bang Bang Gang versus House of Black versus a mystery team versus the Patriarchy. So I said triple threat, so it's gonna be a fatal four way right now. Um, me personally, I don't think a House of Black are gonna win, and I don't know who this mystery team could be, so I can't, put my confidence in whoever this is gonna be. I think the patriarchy are probably going to retain here just because they just got the titles recently. But if they want to give it back to Bang Bang Gang, I can see a situation where Jay White does come back and he does help them win because they were feuding at some point, and I feel like they kind of could have kept feuding, and maybe this could be the catalyst to restart their feud and everything like that. So my prediction for this match, I'm gonna say the patriarchy are still your AEW Trios champions. In the next match, which is a triple threat match for the AEW World Tag Team Championships, we have FTR versus the Acclaim versus the Young Bucks. Now, me personally, I'm not really a fan of the FTR and Young Bucks continue to keep running it back. Even if it's a triple threat, I just don't want to see. We've seen it numerous times. Let's move on to something new. But let's be honest, this is really your tag team division. It's really FTR, Acclaimed, and Young Bucks. It's really just been those three teams, seem like, from the get-go, and we're not really getting to see new teams be introduced. And I hope that does change in the near future because I want to see more other tag teams get opportunities to go up and challenge for these titles, because it seems like since Young Bucks has kind of been champion, it's kind of been on autopilot. They haven't really been doing too much. They've been kind of doing these segments and stuff like that, but nothing really substantial out of that. I really don't know what they're doing with that. Maybe that's how their schedule is, and stuff like that. But I think Acclaimed are not winning this at all. I don't think they're gonna win this. I think it really comes down to FTR and Young Bucks. You can give the titles back to FTR if you wanted to. You can have a situation where FTR beat the Acclaimed, but they didn't pin the Young Bucks, and you continue that feud. But I'm gonna stay safe with this one. I'm gonna say the Young Bucks do retain the AEW World Tag Team Championships. In the next match for the FTW Championship, we have Hook versus Chris Jericho. The Learning Tree. This story, that whole gimmick, I don't like. People know. Um, when it comes to Chris Jericho, this is probably his worst gimmick yet, and I'm gonna stand on that. But as far as this match goes, we've seen Chris Jericho kind of get the upper hand on Hook. He kind of took him out briefly for a while with that spot where he used the fireball and kind of temporarily blinding him. So I do think Hook is going to get his get back. I think Hook will become your new FTW champion, and that is my prediction. Hook to beat Chris Jericho to become your new FTW champion. In the next match for the TNT Championship, it's a coffin match between Darby Allin and this scapegoat, Jack Perry. Who do I think is going to win this? I think they've been definitely kind of going back and forth. You know, they kind of did this going back to their match that they had at the last pay per view, I believe, where Jack Perry got, pretty much going back to Blood and Guts, where Darby Allin, he pretty much said if he was going to try to set Jack Perry. I almost said Jake something. It was crazy, but Jack Perry. Sorry, when they had their Blood and Guts match, Darby was going to set Jack Perry on fire, and he said if he didn't give him a title opportunity, he was going to set him on fire. Jack Perry and pretty much the whole elite obliged and gave him the opportunity, which kind of gave Darby Allin some type of win, but we also know Darby Allin is undefeated in these coffin matches. So will that play into his chances of winning here? Honestly, I know Darby Allin is a great wrestler and stuff like that. He's definitely a daredevil to say the least. But I think Jack Perry is going to retain because I feel like they're continuing to want to build him up as champion, and he just got a new design with that championship, I think, recently as well. So you want to keep the momentum going for Jack Perry and get him more over with the crowd. So Jack Perry to retain the TNT Championship. Up next for the AEW American Championship, or formerly known as the AEW International Championship, we have MJF versus Will Ospreay. These two had a banger of a match, a 59-minute classic for the title, which MJF did win at the last second possible. Came away with the championship. Will Ospreay has pretty much been chasing him ever since. MJF pretty much holding that title. He's pretty much been going internationally. He had went to CMLL and he went to I think Rev Pro as well. So he's been kind of doing his little tour with that championship. I think they're going to kill it once again. But I do think Will Ospreay will pick that title back up because it's in his hometown, his home field, or whatever you want to say. I think Will Ospreay will become your new AEW American Championship, and it's going to go back to being the AEW International Championship. I'm calling it right now. That is probably going to be one of my lock picks of the night. Up next for the TBS Championship, we have Britt Baker challenging the CEO of AEW, Mercedes Money, for the title. You know, Camille's going to be in her corner. Britt Baker, maybe we have a Jamie Hayter come in to kind of even the odds and stuff like that, and maybe that kicks off a tag team type of feud or whatever the case is. And Britt Baker has kind of been gone for so long, and now she's back in the fold of things. She got suspended and all this type of stuff that's been going on recently. She's definitely, I've been kind of getting more invested in everything that she's been doing. Mercedes Monet has definitely been killing it since she's came in AEW, especially as being champion. Um, I do think Mercedes Monet is going to retain here. I think you want to give her a longer reign with that title to establish that title even more and establish her character even more, because I feel like whoever does beat her is pretty much just they're gonna make it a big deal, and I don't think they're going to do it just yet. So Britt Baker, unfortunately, will not be winning this. I do have Mercedes Monet retaining the TBS Championship. Now, on to the AEW Women's World Championship. We have Toni Storm defending the title against Mariah May. These two have definitely been having a great feud so far. Mariah May, she made the turn, man. I feel like when you make the turn, I feel like you gotta establish whoever turns heel as something, do something special with them, because if you don't, it kind of makes everything kind of fall by the wayside just a little bit, and you don't want that with Mariah May because she has been killing it ever since turning heel on Toni Storm and everything like that. So I will say this. your new AEW Women's World Champion will be Mariah May. And I think after this, Toni Storm can kind of go away for a little bit, and then she comes back with a new iteration of a character. I can see them doing that, and maybe you could run this back at a future pay-per-view down the line later this year. But that is my prediction. AEW is going to crown a new women's world champion, and her name is Mariah May. And in the main event of the evening, for the AEW World Championship in a title versus career match, we have the champion Swerve Strickland defending against Bryan Danielson. Bryan Danielson won the Owen tournament to grant him a shot at the title at All In, and they have definitely amped up the stakes for this. I think a lot of people could have said Swerve is probably going to win this, but with them adding the stakes of title versus career, it makes it even more intriguing. It makes the crowd want to be invested in this feud even more, in my personal opinion. And I do think with, pretty much he being laid out last week, and they've been kind of talking about his whole neck issues and him talking about he needs to get surgery. And I know he's made, claims before that he doesn't want to win the championship, but for whatever reason, I am going to pick a new AEW World Champion Bryan Danielson to send the crowd on happy, and I think you can continue this feud later down the line. I think when they go to Seattle or Washington, I think, or something like that, you can give the title back to Swerve. But I know they're doing this type of show in January where it's like AEW, Ring of Honor, and CMLL and New Japan. I think Bryan Danielson is somebody that I think you would want to have be on that show, and you want to have him on the show in a big way, in my personal opinion. So I think with that being said, I have to go with my gut here. Would I be upset if they have Swerve retain? Absolutely not. Swerve has been killing it since coming to AEW. They finally gave him the run that he's desperately deserved for so long, and I want to see it continue. And I think he will get another crack at the title and another run with the title. But right now, I think Bryan Danielson will become your new AEW World Champion. But with that being said, those are my predictions for AEW All In this Sunday. Comment down below, let me know your predictions for AEW All In. How do you guys see a lot of these matches breaking down? Who do you guys have winning these matches? Do you see any personal debuts or returns to the company? Let me know in the comment section down below. We're on the road to 300 subscribers, but the ultimate goal is 10K. When I do hit 10K, I will be doing a giveaway. One of my lucky subscribers will have the opportunity to win a WWE Championship from WWE Shop. So if you want to have the opportunity to be entered into that giveaway, subscribe to the channel. It's absolutely free. You can always change your mind in the future, but why would you want to do that? I'm giving you guys daily wrestling content, for crying out loud. So with that being said, super kick that like button, helps out my channel, gets pushed across the platform so more people can see what I'm doing over here on YouTube. Superman punch that post notification bells, and every time I post a new video, where it's a reaction video, live stream, predictions video, any type of video, you can be in the loop of things when I do drop a video. And spear that subscribe button. It helps out in the progression of my channel. It takes 3 seconds out of your day to go do those 3 things for me. But that is the end of the video, you guys. Hope everybody has a great day, a great week, and I'll see you guys in the next video.